Welcome back to Survival Defense Tactics, helping you take care of yourself so others won't have to. I know it's been a while since I made a video, I apologize. Today I'm going to do a short video on extra storage space. Now, right now I'm standing in my shop, finally got it built. Looks like a bunch of crackheads built it, but you know what? It works and I'm happy with it, so we're just going to run with it. Storage space obviously is to put stuff, preferably not under your feet. Biggest pet peeve I have is when I'm trying to work on something, be it a car, a mower, building furniture, whatever, that I'm tripping over everything. So I've done a few things to improve my ability to get through my own shop. I've been doing a lot of remodeling so everything looks like it's completely chaotic, which it is. A place for everything and everything in its place kind of motto. So in the middle of all this rearranging and getting stuff redone out here, there's a big mess everywhere. We're going to get past that so I can get to what I was actually wanting to make the video about. In particular, overhead storage space. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to explain to you what I did and why I did it. My shop is 600 square feet, it's 20 by 30. It has 10-foot high sidewalls. Did that for a reason too, as opposed to 8 foot. So it was well calculated on how I wanted it built and what size I wanted when it was done. And now I'm going to show you what some of those benefits are. One of the things I did is the main door opening to drive a car through is 8 feet wide, 8 feet tall. And as you can tell by the light there in the middle, it splits open in the middle. I built storage shelves on each side of it. They are 5 feet across and 3 feet deep. They're 8 feet high. They're the same height as the door. Put that on each side. By doing this, it gives me the opportunity to take my canoe, 15.5 foot long canoe, and store it above the 2 storage units. Now when I drive my pickup in here, I don't have to worry about hitting the canoe, and I don't have to worry about it being on the floor under my feet because, well, right now everything else is. So putting the canoe up high was great. It is a mild pain to get it up there and get it back down, but that's the reason why I designed it the way it is so that it wouldn't be under my feet. If I'm not doing a 2-person fishing trip and I'm going solo, there's my kayak, same exact thing, stored it overhead. You can see the rope right here, comes down and attaches right there. Real quick, real easy way of getting the kayak out from under my feet as well. Little 8 foot long, I don't remember what it weighs, not very much. Easy enough to maneuver, gets out from underneath my feet. Now this crazy contraption is made out of 3 old window screens. And all it is, it's a drying rack. If you're a gardener like I am, come closer to the end of the year, when you want to start reseeding your plants, you can take, like for example, I got 2 okra pods right here. They're sitting on this drying rack. They're doing exactly what it sounds like. They're dehydrating on their own. Yes, you can put them in a dehydrator and do it faster, but for right now, it's completely out from underneath my feet. Up here on the top rack, the wife has some sage. She's drying it out. Twofold benefit of this little rack is 1, obviously it's not under your feet, and 2, it's up in the higher part of the shop where most of the heat sits, and it's helping accelerate the drying process. So we have a drying rack that we can use throughout the year for drying out garden seeds, and it stays completely out of your way. There's a rope attached to it, comes down over here. Once again, real quick, real simple, easy way to get it down. The other end of the rope has a loop in it as well. That way when I get it down to where I want it, I just hook it up and away we go. In fact, I'm going to set the camera down long enough to set the rack down so you can see it. And there it is. Like I said, wife's drying out some sage up here just to get it ready. I haven't put anything on that rack. And the only reason why the okra's on this one is just it was easier for me to reach without having to bring the rack down. Taking the rack back up, no big deal, pull a rope. Other things to keep in mind and not have under your feet, of course, if you're like I am, very big do-it-yourselfer. My emergency generator's under here, it's out from underfoot. I just got through maintenancing it, it's ready for the winter. I stabilized the fuel, the whole 9 yards. I don't have anything power tool wise that really I can trip over. The weed eater, the pole saw, fence auger. My woodworking tools, when I built that bench, I built it 2 feet wide, 8 feet long, put a shelf on it, and the shelf, for obvious reasons, is to put my tools on. That way I know right where they are, pretty much at fingertips reach. I can grab them anytime I need them, and then when I get my bench cleaned back off, I'll start going back to woodworking. Other things that you can put up and get out of the way, if you know me, you know I'm an avid hunter, and yes, I hunt with dart guns as well. They're not toys, they are weapons, and you can kill small game with them. The mechanical side of the shop, the workbench there, once again, complete disarray. All my toolboxes for working on stuff, my air compressor, and over here is where we do the deer processing. Got a power winch hooked up for lifting up the deer or the hog, floor drain for getting them, you know, easy cleanup, and then a sink for cleaning meats, the plastic folding tables for processing, and then more of my junk that I need to get reorganized. Place to store the air conditioners for the winter time. Little heater I've been working on, finally got it fixed, I just need to put it back together. But moral of the story being, if you can find a way, you know, if you have a shop, a barn, a shed, something where you're trying to get it organized and make it more user-friendly for you, think about going up if you have the opportunity to do so, and maximize overhead space as much as you can. That way you're not having to worry about tripping on it. It is out of your way, yet again, it's accessible enough that if you need it, you can get to it pretty much no problem. Other than that, it's just however you can make it work. If you don't have a barn or a shop or a place to store stuff like I do, and you live in an apartment, you know, there's a book out, I think it's called Apartment Prepping or Apartment Survival. I don't remember the name of it, I haven't read it in a long time, but when I did read it, full of great information on places to put canned goods, bottled water, and so on like that. So the sky's kind of the limit. Use your imagination, do the best that you can, make the most of the space you have, and I mean, if necessary, do like I did. Use 5-gallon buckets and just get stuff out of your way. 5-gallon buckets are a great way to store bulk items like beans, rice, flour, sugar, cornmeal, so on and so on. But anyways, thanks for watching the video. Stay safe. God bless.